Hi, it's Jenny and Melissa with Between Two Shows. Ooh. This week, wanted to talk about something, and I feel like we're both so involved in this and kind of want to make sure there's more awareness towards it. But so Miss USA from Utah stepped down, resigned, which, you know, for that huge of an honor.
Oh my gosh.
There's so many people that would, you know, would kill for that job, but she did it for mental reasons. She said she needed it for her mental health, which I think is amazing. May being Mental Health Awareness Month, because I don't think we check in with ourselves mentally as much as we should. We just kind of ride through it
or we wait till we break down.
Yeah,
I think that's the thing. Like we wait until we have that moment where we just kind of collapse, and then we just can't do much of anything.
Yep.
And so for somebody to be so self-aware and say, I need to step back from this role that I wanted, that I truly love, because my mental health is not good, is huge. I mean, it reminds me of Simone Biles.
Yep, absolutely.
And how she was just, you know.
And that's a huge role model situation where it's like, if your kids are watching, or, you know, even this gorgeous human who seems to have it all.
Correct.
Sometimes that's just not enough. Like it doesn't really depend on that. You know what I mean? There's so many other factors but I think right now with everybody, like the whole world going through it right now, it's a good time to start thinking, maybe check in with yourself a little bit. Yeah. Check in with your friends, you know?
Well, and here's what I have said, and I really do believe this, that here we are 4 years post-pandemic. And I think this is when kind of the PTSD of everything that's happened to us is hitting.
Yeah.
And it's all of a sudden now financially. Families are struggling more than they ever have struggled.
Oh, yeah.
So I think the mental health journey is really tough right now. And I love that's why we're bringing awareness to it. But what my hope is that we talk about not just the fact that, hey, I've got to step aside for my mental health, but then what does that mean? What's next?
Yeah.
Because I think that's where a lot of people feel like I need to step aside. I need some me time.
Yeah.
But they don't know what to do. Where do I start?
Yeah.
How do I get some help?
So I put a whole resource up at KOSI101.com. You'll see the story right now. And it's like mental health awareness for Colorado, like things that you can do, the little things that you can start on. Because I do feel like we wait too long.
Yes.
It's kind of, you know, especially, I don't know, as a mom, I know I absolutely wait too long. I take care of the girls. I make sure their mental health is good. I'm constantly checking in with them.
Sure.
And then it's like, oh, wait. Then I'm like
good.
Crying in my bathtub going, okay, I can't handle this. It's too much. It's too much.
Right.
But there are resources and there are people that help you. And even reaching out to a friend. Like I feel like sometimes, you know, people ask you like, how are you doing? Oh, I'm good.
Right. Because it's a hallway question.
Yeah.
We do it to each other.
What are you doing? No, I'm dilapidated. I lost a fingernail. Parts are literally falling off my body.
Seriously, I walked in this morning.
So gross.
She's like, I forgot about this. I didn't put makeup on. My finger fell off, you know. And I'm like, oh, hi, good morning.
So this is a perfect conversation for me right now because I feel like the bus is going down and little tiny bolts and fingernails are falling out.
But I think we do. We get to that point where we break.
Yep.
And then when you're so broken and you're so down, how do you put yourself back together again?
It's hard to climb that flight of steps.
Right.
Yep.
Because it's from somebody looking out and seeing somebody struggling. They're like, oh, well, get up, call your doctor, do this, do that. Yeah. And the person laying on the ground is like, I can't even pick up my phone.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do these simple things.
Yeah.
And I think that is where your point of checking in with yourself and kind of doing that whole body check.
Like, how am I doing? Like, how am I actually truly feeling? Like, ask yourself the question that you always answer, like by lying. Essentially, that's the only one time I'm great at lying. I'm like, oh no, it's fine, everything's great. Girls are good, you know.
Oh yeah, you are the queen.
I'm a queen of that. And I'm like, oh, they're just so cute. And deflecting. If your friend deflects, like the kids are so great. Like they're in gymnastics, they're in gym, you know. And then you're going, okay, so you're doing all of these things,
right?
Like, and you're telling me you're okay,
right? You just mentioned nothing about yourself,
yeah.
And I think that is huge, and it's how do you stay on top of your mental health?
Yep.
How do you carve out that time for yourself? And I think sometimes with mental health, we want to carve out time for ourselves, but then we do, and we're feeling too much.
And we feel selfish too.
That's you. Yeah. Jenny's like, I have a night to myself and I'm feeling a lot. I don't feel like I can do this.
Yeah. I was like, can something distract me?
Right.
But it's just one of those things where if you're going through it right now, just know you're not alone. And you're precious.
Ask for help.
Yep.
If you can, ask for help, talk to somebody, and just, know that you're not a...
There's a lot of free resources, too. You would be so surprised. Because I think, especially in Colorado with the price of living and...
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, it's every month, it's like paycheck to paycheck. It's stressful. It's like I have to choose between the girls being able to have fun things to do this summer or being able to feed them this summer or clothe them. Like we understand 100% where the stress comes from, but it doesn't make it okay. You shouldn't have to deal with it. You should be able to find some help to kind of compartmentalize it because we want you still to, have life. Like you still have to be able to be happy and try to get through this. They say it's a phase. So I'm like, I'm gonna choose to believe them this time.
Wait, what's a phase?
I don't know, all the stuff we're going through right now.
I hope so. I don't know. I always wonder, is this our new normal or is this a phase? And I don't know. But the whole thing is, we got to get through it best we can. Whatever it is.
I only have 9 more fingernails, so we got to get done with this.
I'm kind of traumatized. I can't look at her
fingers.
Look at it. I can't look at it. No.
I'm not touching you.
She showed me, and I was like, my tummy kind of did.
It starts bleeding, and I'm like,
I know, but I'm not used to people losing parts of body. Like, they're just like, boop, bloop, doop, boop, there goes a finger.
How long have we been friends?
I know. Well, you're different, but I mean, I wasn't ready for that this morning. I hadn't had enough coffee before walking in to see that Jenny lost part of a finger. Anyway, go to KOSI101.com. A lot of resources there for you.
Take care of yourself. A happy Mother's Day weekend, too. And you know what? Maybe take that time to yourself and don't feel selfish. You deserve it.
Right. Exactly. Mother's Day, you know what I want? All my day. And that's okay.
Nap 30?
Nap 30? Are you kidding me? Nap 2 hours.